Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on Photoshop. In this tutorial we will be going through the basics of Photoshop and how you can get started on Photoshop. First, to open Photoshop, after installing you can search for the Photoshop here and open from here, or you can right click on the folder you want, go to new files, and from here also you can select Photoshop. For this tutorial I have opened the Photoshop and this is Photoshop version 2021. You can use any version you want. Everything I teach in this tutorial will be applied to any version of the Photoshop. So first, when you open the Photoshop, this is the screen you will be seeing, and if you want directly import an image, you can drop and drag an image here. For example, I want to import this image, in that case this here, and I can leave it here so it will open. But in today's tutorial we will be opening a new sheet and we will import image later. First, click create new. Once you click create new, you can see this window with the different sizes of the Photoshop. Here are the recent sizes I have worked with, and if you go to print, you can select A4 or the print in paper size. In art and illustration, you can see the main poster size and other common size. In web, for the desktops and things, and in mobile you can see the mobile screen like iPhone X and different brands of the mobile. But for this tutorial, let's get on this Photoshop default side, but I will go through different things here. This is the file name of the file that we are going to create. For this, let's just say tutorial, and here the width and height. Based on this it will change. If I click this, you can see here it is changing, and this is the measurement unit I'm using it. You can use pixel as well as anything from this list, and here's the orientation, and here's the color mode. In color mode I have selected RGB. The thing is that in RGB is mainly good for the screens and things, but if you are going to print a document, it's better always to do in CMYK, as most of the printer says CMYK toner, and grayscale is for black and white, and I have selected the background color to also be white, and let's just create. Once you click create, it will open a new document. It will take some time to load, but let's just wait. You can see now that we have opened a new tab or the new document, and you can see here the name. Then first, most likely you will be in this tool. It's very important to always select this move tool before trying to do anything. First, let's go to the layers. Layers are the things in this document that you can arrange, or you can and change the and give effects. First, let's write something. To write anything, you need to select this type tool. In here there will be different options for the type tool, but you can just click on this one and click here, or if you want a vertical text, you can select that, but in this case we will use in horizontal. So let's just click here, and here let's type my first tutorial. As you can see, I can't see anything on here because the last time I worked in Photoshop I have changed the color to white, but in your case it will be most likely in black. But if you want change the color, you can see now, you can select, and here is a text. So let's just press Ctrl A on the keyboard, so it will select everything. Then just click here, and here you can see the color picker with the text color. Now if you move, you can see color is changing, and you can change the color to your choice. So let's just press OK. Okay, now you have written something, but it is not in the center or the way you want it to be. So to make it the way, or to make it center, first click on this move tool. If you want to move anything in here, you need to click move tool. After that you can here drag, and you can move its screen. When it comes here, you can see there's a pink line which indicates that it is in the center. Yeah, here we go. But you can see it is little bit difficult to make it center, so I will show you another way. So here I'm putting this in a side, and here let's just unlock this background. For that, double click here and click OK. Then you can see here is the two layers that we are working with. You see, if I click on this eye icon, it will hide. You see, now there's no text. Again, if I click on here, you can see the text here. And if you want to remove this background white also, if you click here, background white is gone. But let's just keep both of these for now. So hold shift and select these two things. Once you select these two things, you can see here is some kind of alignment. So if you press this one, it will center the text in the document, or you can say justify content center. And with this it will move to the left side, and with this it will move to the right side. So let's just keep in center. But you can see now it is in center in the form of the width, but if you see about the height, it is not in the center. So to make this one center on the height also, you need to click here. Now it is completely in the center. Now you might want to increase the size of this text or anything. For that, you need to click Ctrl T after selecting the text from the layer, or you can go to here edit, and here you can see free transform. When you click, you can get this little border or this rectangle shape around the text, and if you click and drag and drop, you can change the size or do anything you want. Then after doing this, click this, then it will be okay. And after that, if you want make center, click these two and let's make it center. Now let's just give some effects or coloring or the design to this text. For that purpose, click on this the text only, not the layer, and right click this and go to blend option. Blend option will give this menu. So once you click on style, you can see there will be many things here. I will keep it this, and if you click on basic, there is only one thing, but if you select that, you can see there is some style into that. I will go to natural and I will select this. You can play around this and change this to anything you want. After doing that, you can click OK. Once you click OK, you can see there is many things here like drop shadow or pattern overlay or many things. But once again, let's go there and I will show you some other thing. You see, once you click this one, it is ticking all of these and it is giving a style that is predefined, or when you install the Photoshop, this effect or this style is already defined. But let's just make a design from scratch or without anything. For this, if you want to clear or remove this style, right click on this layer, and from here you can find the clear layer style. If you click on that, it will clear the layer style and it will be like this as it was in the first. And this is color, this color we have, that is because we gave this color from here. And if we want change it once again, we can again change to any color of our choice. So to make some design of our own, go to blend in options. Then you can always play around with this. If I click on stroke, it is given the outer layer. If you can't see now, let's just increase the size and you can see. Then here the fill type, it is a gradient, so it is having this. And if you want white, you can see now it is having white, you can't see. Then here you can give anything you want or any design you want from here. If you want fill type to be a color, you can select color and you can here again give a color of your choice, like little red. Now it is good. And here inner shadow. For the inner shadow you can always play around with these things, and you can change this to according to your wish. You can see drop shadow, gradient overlay, and many things. You can always play around these things and see what kind of changes it is bringing to the text. Now we have drawn this, but let's just, we have styled this, let's just crop this. So to crop this you need to go here, and you can most likely see this tool, but if you can't see, click here and you can see. From here you can select the tool, or if you go here and you can expand always these things and edit the toolbar, and you can always edit these tools from here and click done, so it will be always shown here. But most likely crop tool you can always see it here. So once you click crop tool, you can adjust it like this, or if you, after selecting the crop tool, you can drag and drop something like this. And to crop, you can double click inside of this selected area, or click this tick mark here. You can see now it's been cropped, but let's just press Ctrl Z and go back. And furthermore, let's just save this as a picture so that we can use this in another design or anything. And if we want this background to be transparent, let's just delete this layer 0 so that white color will go. Just click that and click delete, or you can select layer and click the delete from here. So to save this, you can go to file and go to save as, or you can go to export, save for web, or export or quick export as PNG, or export as. I will show you export as because this one will have a lot of options. Once you click export as, from the there will be a new window will be popping up in any second. You can see here export as windows has shown. And from here you can select, it is selected also all the layers. You can select, if we have many layers you can see here, but you can see it is still having white background because it is in the format of JPG. If you want make the background transparent, you need to click on JPG and select PNG. Once you click PNG, you can see it is having a transparent background, not the white color background we have seen before. And you can adjust some setting width and height or anything you want from here, and you can see the file size before exporting in here. And let's just click on export. Once you click on export, let's just go to the location you want save, and here let's write okay tutorial.png here as a file name. Let's just click save. Once you click save, it will be saving and it will close the window that was before. And you can see in here now we have this little image with the background as transparency. So now that we have learned a little bit about the text, let's move into the photos or the image and how to edit them. So first let's just create a new layer by clicking here, and let's just delete this text because we won't be needing them. So now we have an empty layer, and let's just import this logo. I have drag and drop this one into the screen. In that way also you can import a image, or you can always go to file and select import. You can see now you can adjust the size of this also. And if you want this to be in a much better quality, you can, instead of dragging and drop this one into here, I will show you, wait 1 second. You can drag the picture, open Photoshop, and leave it into here this layer panel, so it will be open in the new window with the full height and width of the image. And you can double click this, and you can move this one to the another file you have here in the tutorial one, and you can drag and drop the image here. So to increase this width and height of this one, press Ctrl T or go to edit and select free transform, and let's just increase. You can see now it is increasing and decreasing, but it is also making this ratio going like this is like more stretch and the shape of the image is lost. So to overcome that, you can always click on here this little icon and make sure it is stick, and after that if you drop or if you decrease the or increase the width of the image, it will be same, and you can have the image at its respective ratio. So after doing this, I will click tick mark, and you can move it until you see this line and you can drop it. Now that we have a background empty, but we won't fill the background with the same color as this one. So in that case, we need a solid color on the background. For that, you can go to here, little icon like this is circle icon, click that and click solid color. You see now it is having a color of your choice. You can have the background at any color, but the thing is now you can't see the image. That is because this color fill is in front or in top of the this image layer or logo layer. Let me cancel this one and let's write here logo, so that we can keep track. If we want color to be in the back of in the behind this logo layer, you can always select this layer and then go to here and select solid color, and now you can see you have any color you want and it is in the background. If you want take the color from here, you can always keep this one on and you can navigate and you can see this little eyedropper icon and click here, so it will behave in the same color. Then once you have the same color, you can press OK. You can now see you have this color fill with the background color. Then you can move this top so that you can't see the logo. If you move it down, only you can see the logo. Now also you have noticed there is a little this white line or white space. So how can we overcome that? For sure we know this is a solid fill, so this line is not coming from this layer, it is coming from this logo. You can see if you click this if you make it invisible, you can't see that line, and if you click it's there. So it is from this logo. So let's just click on logo layer and press Ctrl on the keyboard and scroll up to zoom it. So we want to delete this or we want to paint in here, so let's just click this brush tool. Once you click brush tool, you can see here hard brush and soft brush, and you can adjust the hardness. I will make it hard, so it will have it will be very hard. Let me show you what I mean. You see in here hard brush, it is very hard, and if I make it soft and if I do, you see it is having a soft effect on the sides. So to make this one go, let's make it this hard, and to select the color you can always select from here, or once you select this tool, press alt and select the color you want. Suppose if I want this color, I can click here, so it will select this color. Now if I scroll here, you can see that color is coming, but we want this background color to be here, so let's just click here and select that color. And now let's just scroll over here, let's paint over here by left clicking. You can see now that line is gone like a piece of cake. Now we have removed that. So let's just move this one to little this side, and let's just import the flame we have on here to that screen. So click this, go to here, and let's leave it here or here anyway I want. This time I will leave it here, and here I have, let's just decrease this and bring it here and click tick mark. Now you have seen this, and this is the fire layer, but and by clicking here you can decrease or you can change the visibility. But you see it is not matching with this color and it is not that much good for a design or anything. So let's just change the effect on this one, or how it will be in front of this and the more like styling or the opacity of this one. So decrease the opacity. You can click the layer you want, go here and you can decrease the opacity like this. You can see now it is decreased. Furthermore, you can change this using here is, let's just keep it in 100%, select fire. Let's go here and see what these things do. You can always play around with these things anytime you want, and you can find the effect you always wanted. Let's just keep this one on this exclusion. Now that we have this, then let's just do something little bit extra. So let's just have a gradient fill over this. For that I need a new layer. I can always create a new layer, and you can see here is this gradient tool, and if you click here you can see the gradient we want. So let's just click here and change this color to something like red, and let's just, here the white color, so let's just change this white color to something like that. Or we can just, you can always add different colors by clicking here and doing different things. And you can always select from here also different type of gradient they have. You can see this one is having a transparent effect, so the color of this side won't be on the screen. So he has no color, he has not white or any color, he has no color, it's transparent. And we can change this one to like this red, and let's make it little dark. You can see now it is having red, and here there is no color. So let's just click OK, and in front of, in here, left click and hold this line, and you can just leave this line. You see now it is having this kind of effect on the image, and you can always play around with it, and you can always change it any way you want to have a good looking effect on this. So now that we have learned how to do this, let's just go quick overview of change in color of the image. So let's just change this one to gradient, and let's just remove this one, and let's just keep everything, and let's just change the color of this logo or this image in average or whole image. Then change the color of the whole image. For that, go to image adjustment, and from here there is increase in brightness or levels or different things you can do to image, but I'm interested in this hue and saturation. Click that, and you can see here you can change this, and as you change this the whole color is changing. You can click colorize and also give different effects or different things like that, this way. And you can see this, our colored or the background color is not changing, but you can always give same effect for this one also by clicking this one and go in image and adjustment and making the necessary adjustment. So other than that, the next tool that we are going to learn is this clone tool. For the clone tool, I will make a new page and I will show you clone tool in another way by removing the items on the screen or by cloning every item. But before that, I want to show you some little thing. In here you can draw the shapes or different things. Suppose if you want to draw a triangle, select this triangle tool and you can drag here, and you can see you have drawn a triangle. And you can change the color by selecting any color on this, and you can see now that you have changed color. And to give some styling, go to blending. From here you can select like inner glow, and let's just increase the size of the glow. You can see the little effect over here, and if you want to give a stroke, you can give a stroke like a color of white, and you can make necessary adjustments to here. So next we are going to learn more about editing in image of the people or persons. This is just basics on how to use these tools. And one more thing, you can choose eraser and you can always erase these things. But if you want to erase an layer with this or any kind of this symbol, you need first right click here and click rasterize layer, and after that you can erase anything you want. Hello everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial we will be seeing about how to remove the background of an image in Photoshop. So I have some extra images here. Let's just click on this NM1 first. Let's just import. You can see, if you want to remove the background in Photoshop, first you need to observe the image and see what is the perfect method for this image. If you look into this image and if you want to remove the background, first thing you should notice is that this background is having same color, which means that it will be very easy because we only need to remove this light gray color on the background. So in that case you need to use magic tool. So first select the image, and from here you can see magic tool. Most likely it might be in quick selection. Always you can give a right click here and select magic tool, and after selecting magic tool you can see this icon. So click on this light gray space, and after clicking light gray space, click the backspace on your keyboard and it will delete. But now also you see it is selected, and if you want to do something, always this line is there and you can't do much of the thing and it is disturbing. In that case you can press Ctrl D or go to select from this menu bar and select deselect. Now it has deselected. So after doing anything, always select move tool, and now you have this little beautiful anime here, and you can always adjust the position. If you want make sure background is removed, you can always go to here and give a solid color, and you can select like this green or any color from here, and always click OK and move this to back, and you can see the background has been removed successfully. This is an easy image because its background is in the same plain color or a solid color, but if the background is complex it will be difficult to remove. So let's just go to this picture. I will insert this picture, drag and drop, and here you can see, first to work with this picture let's just remove this. But if we select this tool and click on here, you see it is not selecting the whole background, and if I click here or anywhere it is not selecting the whole background. But in here it is very clear this background is blurred, and we can easily select this using quick selection tool. For that, click here and select quick selection tool. Now you can select this in two way. First way is by make sure it is in plus, and you can select like this because you can focus on the background and you can always select the background. But you can see now it has come to his coat and it is not good. So in that case you can press alt, so this one will become minus. So from here also you can change. After pressing alt you can do like this, like this. Now this side is good, and for this side also you can always press alt and zoom and do it most beautifully in any way you want. And here you can also again see there is some little selection arrow. So from here, and for his hair also in here we can decrease. Let me increase the brightness, and you can see now his hair has been selected successfully. And you can again press backspace so it will delete. Press Ctrl D, and you can again go to solid fill to make sure it is good, and let's just put this behind the image. Now you can see his background is removed, but you can see it is not that good, or it is even it's not what you expect. So in that case you can use the eraser tool. With eraser tool you can do almost anything. So let's just select eraser tool, go here, and let's just start to erase the background. This will take a little bit of time, but this is much better than other methods if the background is too noisy. So to decrease this, press the square bracket on your keyboard, or you can go to here and select these things, and here hardness let's just keep at 24%, and let's just start. Now that you have completed this, let's just increase the brush size and make it hard, and let's just delete this part. You can take your time and do it much better than this. I have just did this to demonstrate you. You see, now you have removed the background of this person. And other thing you can do, let's just blur an image. So I will select this image. Now it is very easy, you don't need to do this or anything. Just click Control and this one here, so this image is selected. After that you can go to filter, blur, and you can apply any type of blur you want. Let's just apply Gaussian blur. Once you click here, and if you increase the radius, you can see now it's been blurred. And you can always change these things and make the adjustment, but don't make it too much. Let's just keep at 6.4 and press OK, and press Ctrl D to deselect. Now you see this image is blurred also. Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's now do some interesting stuff in Photoshop. Let's drag this image to Photoshop, and you can see, I think you will now notice what I'm trying to do. You see this image contain two pimples on this face, and let's just remove it. So let's just focus on this one. So you can press Ctrl, and you can scroll the mouse scroll bar, and you can increase, like let's just say this much. For that, in here we need to search for a tool called patch tool. Oh, here it is, the patch tool. So in the patch tool, you can do is you can go around the pimple or anything you want on. Yeah, it might not be a pimple or anything you want replace that is on the face. Sometimes there are some, when you take photos, sometimes there are something pasted on your shirt or anywhere. So let's just draw a circle with this tool around here and just remove it. Now it is in like this. You can drag this one and you can select the matching things for here. Let's just say this is match. So after doing this, you can remove. Now you go back and press Ctrl D. You have removed that, and you can't notice it is missing also, because this is that much perfect. And here again, to remove this, let's just draw a circle around this pimple. We are using patch tool from here, and again drag this and select this. If you go to this much or this to here, it might not be that much good because this side is little bit light. So let's just take a one from near here and leave it. Now you see that pimple has been removed successfully from this face using Photoshop. Hello everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial I will show you one new tool or one other tool you can use to remove the background from the image, or not to only to remove the background, actually it is to select any image on the screen. That is this tool here called Lasso tool. In here you can select anyone. Let's just select this magnetic lasso tool and I will show you what happens with this tool. It is a very interesting tool. So to start, let's just click here and you need to drag mouse near and it will always do like this, and it will always give the magnetically, it will select the outer layer very easily. If you want, you can always give a click to make a dot, but that is no need. But there are some cases you might need to do that. Suppose you see in here it is going too much out of this base, so you can, let me start it once again. So from here you can always go like this, and here it is not going, then you can always give a click and select a click here, and you can go here like this, and always give a click when you want to make a stop, and let you, now it has gone back. So to go back you can always press control this one to select that. If you want to select anything after, you see what I'm doing, you can, let me try to do a quick simple complete of this one. Here you can make a stop, and let's just make here one stop, and let's do it again. And to make a stop you can go to here and press this one again, so it will make a selection here. Once you make a selection you can easily cut this part using layer via cut. So now it's been cut from this one, you can see, and you can always give effect you want for this to in separately, that is using magnetic. But sometimes you don't want magnetic tool because it is creating such problems. So in that case, let's just, let me select another tool, another picture. Let's just take this fire and go here. You can select these fires in quick selection tool very easily, but let's just use this polygonal lasso tool. In the polygonal lasso tool, you see it will come, but it will not go things like automatically. So in this way you can always make the stop you want. Suppose if you want to make a one here, then go here and click. You see now it is done like that. So you can go here and you can always click and go here, and you can, like that way you can make something. And to finish, always go back here and click, so it will make this selection. And after making the selection you can right click and you can do layer via cut or layer via copy or anything you want. And let me show another interesting thing. So let's just select this one using not the object, you can quick selection. Now we have selected, to select the background, now we have selected only this object. So if you want to reverse the selection you can always give a right click and select inverse, so it will have the inverse selected. Then if you want fill the background with something, you can go to fill, and you can here make sometimes like a color, and let's just say this color, and after that you can press OK, so it will get filled with the color. And some another interesting thing in here fill is that content aware. Content in content aware, it will use some algorithm in Photoshop, and it will match the background to this one and make some other background that is matching to your image to make a fill. You can see if I do with this it might take some times, but this is a very helpful tool in removing such objects from the pictures, because it will automatically decide what will be in the background, or it will make a pattern in the background to make it more attractive or more beautiful. You can see it will take some time as it is some sort of algorithm, because it will automatically decide what will be in the background and what kind of colors they will use in the background or anything. Suppose if you want to take a picture of a road and you want to remove a suppose a tree, or some other thing, or suppose a street light, you can always select the street light and go to fill and select content area. So when it fills, it will be like there is no edit in there, but actually that is a pattern of the some background that Photoshop automatically decide that it is matching, and it gave that background to that picture. Let's just wait for this to finish. You can see now it has finished the background automatically, and for this is in this one there's a like a solid color because it is matching with these things, but if in a real image it will be much better, I promise you that.